You know that colorful, patterned glassware your grandmother always had in her china cabinet? That pink plate? That green candy dish? You've probably seen it at flea markets and estate sales for just a few dollars. But what if I told you that some of these pieces, known as depression glass, are now highly sought after by collectors, with rare items selling for hundreds or even thousands of dollars? It was often given away for free inside boxes of oatmeal or at movie theaters to entice customers. Because it was so common, most people today assume it's worthless. They couldn't be more wrong. Some like Cameo or cherry blossom are very common, but others are much rarer, and identifying the pattern is the key to unlocking its value. Today on Treasure Hunters, we're shining a light on these beautiful, translucent treasures and the surprising value they can hold. Welcome back to Treasure Hunters. From the late 1920s to the early 1940s, during the Great Depression, American glass companies mass-produced colorful, inexpensive glassware. So what makes a piece of this once cheap glass a valuable collectible today? But if you find pieces in yellow or even rarer, cobalt blue, they're extremely valuable. First is the pattern. There are over 100 distinct patterns of depression glass. While the pink is popular, finding larger serving pieces or anything in the rare Monax or blue colors is a major score. The minerals needed to create these colors were expensive, so fewer pieces were made. Finding a piece in green is a treat. But finding one in cobalt blue is a collector's dream and can be worth hundreds of dollars. A dinner plate might be worth $10, but a matching cookie jar lamp or a pitcher in the same pattern could be worth $500 or more, because so few were made. Second, and this is critical, is the color. The same plate or bowl can have a wildly different value depending on its color. Green and pink are the most common colors. Get a collector's guidebook or use online pattern identification resources. The Depression Glass Society has a great website, but if you find a piece in cobalt blue, ruby red, amethyst purple, or tangerine, you could be looking at a serious treasure. It causes the glass to glow brightly under a blacklight. It's a key sign of authenticity and a fun way to hunt for it at flea markets. Third is the piece itself. Within any given pattern, some pieces are much rarer than others. And finally, condition. Like with any collectible, you want pieces with no chips or cracks. The manufacturing quality was often low, so things like bubbles in the glass are normal, but any post-production damage will lower the value. And color you have, and filter by sold items. It shows you what people are actually willing to pay. Now, let's look at some of the holy grail finds for depression glass collectors. It's more than just a dish. It's a story of American resilience, a beautiful piece of history, and a treasure that might be worth much more than you ever imagined. The Cameo pattern. Also known as ballerina or dancing girl, the green version is very common. The royal lace pattern. This is a beautiful, intricate pattern. The American sweetheart pattern, this delicate web-like pattern, is a favorite. Anything in red or tangerine, as a rule of thumb, any true ruby red or bright tangerine orange piece from the era is worth investigating. So how can you identify real depression glass and check its value? First, learn the patterns. This is the most important step. Next, look for a glow. Much of the green and yellow depression glass was made with small, harmless amounts of uranium, which was common at the time. Then, check for seams. Being mass-produced, most pieces were made in a mold. So you should be able to feel faint mold seams on the glass. The best way to find the value is to check sold listings. Go to eBay, search for the pattern, so take another look at that old colorful glass in your cabinets. If you enjoyed this hunt, please hit that like button, subscribe to Treasure Hunters, and tell us in the comments if you have any depression glass in your home.